Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at Vanish, issue 4. This is a 2022 series from Image Comics. Story by Donny Cates, story and pencils by Ryan Stegman, inks by J.P. Mayer, Sonia Oback colors, John J. Hill letters, cover by Ryan Stegman, J.P. Mayer, and Sonia Oback. I have cover A, it's okay. Doesn't really tell you a whole lot, although this guy does appear in the book. So Oliver is fighting Battery, who's this big monstrous looking thing, but that is not who this really is. This is actually a woman named Ileana, who was once Vanish's lover. Now, Oliver does absorb a bunch of her energy Highlander style, like he has with the others, but he's not done yet. Meanwhile, Halcyon is talking to Dustin, now known as Deacon, and is trying to get information out of him. And we learn who Halcyon really was, even though we don't have a whole lot of context there. And we end up with a lot of fighting. Now, it does appear that when Oliver absorbs energy from these wizards, that he actually is opening some sort of two-way street, so they can kind of see what's going on too. And it looks like the demon creature that he's talking to is trying to warn him about something, and she said she's not sure how far Halcyon's gonna go, but it looks like there's something else at play, because Oliver is convinced that these people are trying to resurrect Vanish. I'm willing to bet, though, that the big twist is that he's actually resurrecting Vanish, because this is kind of a Harry Potter knockoff. So the Horcrux thing, I think they're kind of going with that he's actually going to end up resurrecting Vanish. But there are a couple of deaths in this book, and it's not going to go well. We are left with a cliffhanger ending that looks like Oliver's wife might be in some trouble. This issue was definitely much more action-packed than the last one. There probably should have been a prequel story to this, where we saw more of these bad guys, so that we had more backstory to work with, but I think that's probably going to be in the future. Otherwise, it's not bad. It's a pretty gory book. There is some pretty violent, gross stuff in here, so be aware of that. But overall, it wasn't too bad. This issue's a little bit longer than the last one. Paper quality's real good. Cover picture's okay. It does kind of relate to what's going on in the book, though. So the story isn't bad, but I don't know if it's really worth $4. It's worth a read. It was fun. It's kind of a dark Harry Potter with superheroes twist, which is fine. I didn't have any problem with that. It just seems like it might be heading in a really predictable direction, but I'm willing to see how the next issue goes. But I would say if you're going to pick this up, try and get it for less than cover price, just because the stories in most modern comics are so short. This one's, I think, 22 pages long, and that's almost up to the standard 24 pages that comics should be at. But anything under that, I don't think is really worth $4 most of the time. It's still a fun read. It's got a lot of action, and the art's pretty solid, so I will recommend it. There are some good sequences in here that were worth looking at, and I think if you like Harry Potter type stuff and you want a more adult version of that, this is what you would probably look for. That'll do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, the links are in the description to various support methods, and as always, we hope to see you on the next one.